What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Combat Syndicate. So you made your first gun purchase, that is. Congratulations. Now the fun begins. Now you have to be a safe and responsible individual, even more than what you, of course, you already were. But now the party can begin as far as you practicing it and embracing your American rights of being a 2A advocate. This is my first purchase. All right. So I bought my first weapon, my first firearm during COVID. If you were a gun owner or you purchased ammo or you purchased or tried to purchase a firearm during COVID, when things were popping off, people were rioting, acting a fool, you know exactly what I went through. I was stationed in Lemoore, California, and I came to my senses and I realized I am the man of my household and I need to protect my family. So when I finally woke up, what did I do? I went straight to the gun store. That was an interesting experience. Showed me a lot of love, gave me a lot of respect, and they worked with me, and that's how I came up with this bad boy, Smith & Wesson. So I was instantly a fan of Smith & Wesson afterwards. Eventually I upgraded to this. Another Smith & Wesson. This is the M2.0 MMP. It's a chambered in 9mm as well. Empty. There she is. Got a little fuzz on it. And this is one I rocked for quite a bit. I rocked this bad boy for a long time, actually. It shoots very good. No complaints. I might be a little biased with Smith & Wesson, but it's my first firearm without a safety. So that was where I upgraded to. No safety. I got used to having a safety while I was stationed on the ship in San Diego. But I was like, I got to man up, and that's why I got this. So this thing, it runs, no issues, never jam, nothing. I got about 4 or 5 extended magazines for this, and then just the standard magazines that it came with. So, but like I said, it runs, no complaints. Big fan of Smith & Wesson, M&P. All right, and then, like I said, I was a fan. I upgraded to this right here. It's a little bigger. See if you can see that. If you can't see it, the little holes of the screws, the bits, where the bits go, they're all stripped. So I need to take this to a gunsmith. So I've been practicing with the iron sights, which is nothing wrong with that either. Threw this old light on there, it has a laser, and this is chambered in 10 mil. And what would I use this for? Whatever needs some 10 mil action, of course. That's my second 10 mil handgun that I have. But I like that one a lot. I just have to take it to the gun store or take it to the gunsmith. But now, this year, I upgraded to this bad boy. You know what this is. It's the infamous Glock 19X MOS. I wasn't a Glock guy at first, but it's because I didn't give Glock a chance. This gun is not overrated. It does the job. It runs. No issues. Feels good in the hands. You can't be a Glock. If you're a true gun fan, you cannot be a hater of Glocks. I actually enjoy most handguns that I shoot, though. So I just like to shoot. But I am not a Glock hater by no means. I never was. I just never gave it an opportunity. Here she go. Also got the Olight red dot on there, and the TLR light, TLR1 HL stream light, and just a little grip tape. This right here is also one of my everyday carries. Depends on where I'm going. If I'm going in YN country, they get that Glock action in that hood, in that neighborhood. Or if I'm just, it just depends. Long trips, taking this bad boy with me. It's duty approved. So, yeah. What you think of that? Nothing special, but this is the Springfield Armory. It came with this red dot. Bought this light separately. TLR, I'm a fan of the string lights, but this is chambered in 9mm, and this does the job as well. It's a little smaller. It's easier to carry around for me. The magazine capacity is pretty good for a gun this size. Don't quote me. Let me see. 17 round mag. So that's pretty good. Probably why I haven't got the Glock 43X. But this one is known to be a little more snappy, but I like it. I have no complaints with this either. It runs. All my guns run. So, but yeah, that's my summary of my handguns that I own. And each time I purchase one, I try to upgrade, update, and try to be a better buyer. Not settle for what's available, but actually seek out. I plan to upgrade soon as well. Once you buy one, you just keep buying them, I guess. Interesting investment, and it's very easily to get hooked. But what to do after you make your first purchase? One thing that I've learned, get you some ear protection, get you a holster. You're no good to yourself if you don't have a holster to carry a gun, especially if you carry around in the chamber. So to prevent any accidents, get you a holster, hearing protection so you can train, eye protection, that's also for training. I highly recommend, some people say you don't need it, but I recommend getting a light. If you get a red dot, make sure you train with it. Get it zeroed in and just train. That's the key, is training. Once you get those, you are ready to go. So a few things that I would purchase after that, I would invest in just more magazines. One thing I like about Glock, which is Glock has a lot of affordable magazines, especially aftermarket. So that's the advantage of owning a Glock, because it's so easy to find holsters that fit and easy to find magazines, extended magazines, regular size magazines, it don't matter. So I'm not trying to be on a Glock bandwagon, but they're ahead of the game. It's very competitive. A lot of people are making Glock clones, or they're just making firearms that are similar to Glock when it comes to how it runs. At the end of the day, when you make your first purchase, test it out if you can. If you have the ability, go shoot it first. And then after you make your purchase, immediately start training with it. Especially if it's for your home protection or your everyday carry. Train. Do not forget that. Train. I always recommend once a month. If you can go once a month, just go shoot. Make sure you're, accurate, and just practicing holstering in a safe manner, of course. You'll be good to go. Once you get those basics down, then it's time to, if you feel like it's important to you, you can take it to the next level and make more purchases and purpose your weapon. If you're buying multiple guns, multiple firearms, make sure they have a purpose. EDC, everyday carry, that's a purpose. Home protection, that's a purpose. You can use the same weapon for that if you choose. If you need one in your car, make sure it's properly secured if you choose to leave it in your car. Just be smart. You can't go wrong. But yeah, that's a purpose as well. I always recommend 2 EDCs at the very minimum. One smaller, easier to carry or easier to wear with lighter clothing, and then one that's ready to go, that's duty approved. As long as you have those, as long as you have something, you're on the right track. But yeah, make sure you just keep a tactical mindset. Be aware once you're a gun owner, the game changes for you. You have more responsibility. So you're required to make better decisions, avoid altercations, avoid opportunities where somebody can take your weapon from you. And if you have to use it, make sure it's the last resort. Too many people are getting locked up for making bad decisions. Don't shoot at people that place ding dong ditch, whatever it is. Don't if they ring your doorbell, don't shoot them. You better it better make sense if you shoot. That's all I got to say. I always recommend getting another key investment is insurance as well. If you have to use your weapon, you are going to need a lawyer. Even if you're in the right, it's going to cost you. So make sure you invest in some insurance. I'm not affiliated with anybody, but I do use one specific, the most popular one, but I'm not going to throw any names out there right now. Just look into it and you find the best option for you. Another thing you can add, if you have children or if you have other people in your household, you better get you a gun safe as well too. That is a very good investment. We can't afford to lose any loved ones because you were negligent with your firearm. You need to get you a gun safe of some sort. Go on Amazon. Amazon has gun safes that either require a key, a code, or it's biometric, so you just use your fingerprint. I have all of them. I prefer the biometric, but with biometric, since it's battery operated, you need to make sure that thing is ready to go if you need to get to it right away. So you need to sometimes monitor the battery life and just check it. Make sure it registers your fingerprint. Your key, you can't go wrong. It just takes a little longer to get in there, but at least your weapon is safe. If you don't have a child in the house, then you can take more chances. You can leave your weapon on your nightstand with no problem and not have to worry about anything. But if you have a family, be smart. If you are a beginner when it comes to shooting, take a course and get your concealed carry. Even if you don't want to get your concealed carry, take the course anyway. Education is important. Keep you out of trouble. So just to kind of recap, as a new gun owner or a continuing gun owner, you got to focus on safety, you got to focus on security, and you got to focus on performance. If you're trusting this tool with your life, it better run or you're going to learn the hard way. You don't want to find out the hard way that your weapon's not running. Thanks for viewing. Welcome to Combat Syndicate. Just a quick rundown about me. My name is Dave. I am a Navy veteran. Did about just shy of 8 years. My background was in logistics, not combat. The channel Combat Syndicate is kind of related to just a tactical mindset. You want to be combat ready. You want to be ready to defend yourself. I think that's the mindset we should all have, especially as a man or if you're the head of your household. That includes women too. You need to be aware of your surroundings. As soon as you leave the house, you need to be looking around. Check your cameras. Just have situational awareness. Stay out of areas you don't belong. I always recommend profiling. It's a tactical mindset when you're just, judging the book by its cover. If this person not mistreating anybody, don't get me wrong, don't mistreat anybody, but if you're in an area where it's rough, don't get gas there. Don't stop. Keep going. There's nothing wrong with driving an extra 10, 20 minutes to get gas just to get into a safe area. I'm not saying crime can't happen anywhere. It can. But I feel like you increase your odds if you avoid areas that look sketchy. So, especially as a woman, I don't recommend getting gas at night unless you really have to. Don't hang around gas stations. Get in, get out. But welcome to Combat Syndicate once again, and I'm out.